Thank you for joining me for today's episode of Play With It with Cass Allen. This week we've been talking about abuse, dating people who are abusive in particular. Today we're talking about material abuse. And by material abuse, I mean exploiting people for various reasons related to material, whether it's money, property, or resources. Or taking things that don't belong to you. Not just exploiting, but outright doing things behind someone's back. Some of you out there, we're not going to talk about the people who are getting it done behind their backs. That's unfortunate, and we can only hope that you find them. You obviously are not in a situation that you're aware of. Hopefully you can discover this behavior and end that shit. We're talking to the people out there who are being abused. Abuse means someone is continually doing something. Something's happening over and over. Someone's violating your material. You're allowing someone, or maybe not allowing, because you could be under duress, but we're not talking about those cases. We're not talking about the outliers today, the edge cases. We're talking about the people who are consciously in abusive situations. You know that this person is only hanging around you because you give them $300 a week. And you know the minute that you don't, they no longer see you. That's who we're talking about. We're talking about the people who are only dating you because they live in your house and they pay no fucking bills. I mean 0 fucking bills. They give you some dick or vagina once a day, and then they go and they spend your money. Not things that you offered outright. We're talking about the people who have maneuvered themselves into situations where you're doing everything and they're doing nothing. Those cases, not cases where there's a 80-20, 70-30 where you giving what you got. We're not talking about people who are giving but may have little. We're talking about the non-givers who are vamping everybody else. The people who are not putting seeds in the ground, but they're running around grabbing fruit from people's trees. That's a pet peeve for me. Maybe it's generational, because I was taught to go out there and make my way. I believe we're supposed to dig our seeds somehow. You might not have many seeds as long as you're sowing them. Your trees might not have even blossomed. So I don't look for fruit everywhere. I look for what you got in the soil. That's more important to me than what you have on the tree. Even though once you have something you bear on the tree, I want to see what the quality of it is. That's an easier way to see the seeds sometimes. You know, some of you act like you don't see these signs. People start asking you for things all the time and they're not returning them. They're not saying borrow, they're saying let me get, let me get, let me get. And you know it and you don't want to admit it. It can be hard to admit these things sometimes, that people are around you because of what you have. And some of you are okay with that. Like I said, power to the people. If that's you, enjoy it. But if that's not the life you really want to live, if you really want people to take you for who you are, then stop doing this shit. Stop giving this shit away. You don't need to give away everything in your kingdom or queendom to get jesters, because that's at the end of the day what you're doing. What is the purpose? Ask yourself, what is the purpose? Why am I giving away every single thing I have to be in the company of somebody that's giving me nothing? Because that's what we're talking about here. You might not see it right away. It may present itself as you feel like, oh, I got to do this for them because I can. But you got to remember, you didn't ask questions to find out these things. We're talking about the ones who are volunteering non-stop stories to take your material. I had to learn that hard lesson growing up. not every hand deserves a feeding. For those of you who believe in a higher power, do you not believe that the higher power is dealing with everybody on this earth? Do you believe the higher power is only dealing with you? Or do you believe the higher power has assigned you to take care of the earth? I like to play with this one with people because I watch people get drained. And I always say, but there's a God. If you believe in a God, don't you think God's dealing with those people? Why do you allow yourself you martyr yourself for someone who doesn't even give a damn? Pay attention to people who are just taking from you and not giving you anything. Learn to be okay by yourself if that's what you gotta be, versus being a fountain of excess for everybody else. Take two. Pay attention to who's in your house all the time and never offers anything. If you didn't offer them that situation. Like I said, I'm not talking to people who offer situations to people. But that's your blessing. If someone's offering you that, that's different. We're not talking about that. So don't get confused and get in your feelings and get little attitudes on words that aren't being spoken. I'm talking about abusers. There's nothing wrong with being in a situation where someone offers you the world and you're taking it, because it's offered to you. And if they say you don't have to do anything, and that's okay too. Sometimes people deserve blessings like that. God's giving you a break, saying, okay, I'm going to send someone to you that can do for you what you've done for other people. We're not talking about those. I'm talking about the people who don't do things for other people. Pay attention to that. Watch the people you're dating. See how they get down with the people around them. Is everybody handing them something? What are they doing back? And if because it's okay for everybody to hand you something, but what are they handing back? You okay with dating somebody who only takes, including taking from you? Then do your thing. I'm not trying to stop it. I'm simply telling the people out there who be so far up the monkey ass that they're not paying attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to that person who does say, lend me this, and never gives you shit back. Yeah, some of these are real examples for me too, and the people I know. Real talk. Pay attention. These be clues, you know. It's okay to have an empathetic heart. It's okay to help people. We're not talking about that. We're talking about abuse. There's a saying, God helps those who help themselves, but y'all be out there helping people who are not helping themselves. And you say you're doing God's work, but that's not what it says. If y'all want to go that route in your theology, for those who believe those words, so why aren't you practicing them? On that note, this short is over. This has been Cat's Island. Play with it. Have a good day and have a good night.